to another
What's up?
episode of D War Chronicles where we go live. We go from Jersey to motherfucking B Mob.
Ain't
Man,
no
introduce
question.
yourself, my boy.
What's up, babe? Got my
Say, oh
manhood.
shit. Let these
G
motherfuckers know who
pesos.
you let these niggas know who you be, man. These niggas know who you from, man. What you do, man. What's up, man? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, Charm City, man. Charm City finest, man. East Baltimore, you know.
Say that shit. I already know the shit. I already know the shit. I know how you carried it behind that wall when we was there together. You know what I'm saying? So just tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Where you from? You know what I'm saying? How old you was when you came off the porch? You know what I'm saying? We want to get into a little bit of Keith first before we get into, you know what I'm saying? Talk to me.
Okay, right now, currently, I'm 47.
Okay.
I kind of jumped off the stoop, man, when I was about 13ish. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Start playing around in the game. Uh, got my baby mother pregnant. Had my first son when I was 14. And started dibbling and dabbling into the streets, you know what I'm saying? Trying to
Right.
find my way, you know what I'm saying? Find my identity, who I was, and,
Right. Right.
you know,
So
yeah, built,
born and raised, be more Baltimore City.
born and raised in Baltimore. Come up in housing projects, I lived in 3, 4 different projects, you know what I'm saying, in East Baltimore, which,
Okay.
you know, yeah, come from out of Perkins to Chapel to Latrobe, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, yeah,
Well
yeah.
known, well known projects. So what was the education like? Where you went to school at?
I started off elementary. I went to City Springs Elementary.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
from there, my mom's moved to Latrobe, so I went to Johnson Square Elementary. From Johnson Square, I went to Dunbar Middle. From Dunbar Middle, got put out there. Went to Lombard. From Lombard, I went to Hartford Institute.
Okay.
That's where I went to
Okay.
high school at.
Okay. So now let me ask you a question. Was this a both parent home, both parent household, single parent household?
Single parent household. My mom's really raised me. You know what I mean? My
Okay.
pops was in and out of prison, so dealing with his vices and stuff, whatever. And basically, my mom's raised me besides the streets.
Now at that age, was you going to see your pops when you was when he was there?
At that age, I really can't really remember seeing my pops in prison maybe once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Because our parents be your mom stopped messing. They had a breaking up, and the child get neglected from one parent for their personal relationship. So
Right.
only person really was going to taking me to see my pops at the time was my grandma. You know what I mean? So my grandma, would take me to see my pop. You know what I'm saying? But I only can recall like at that point in time, maybe a handful of times that I went up the road to see him.
So now those those visits, how you felt looking back now? How you felt like those visits impact you?
Looking back now though, them visits really gave me a reflection of what I was gonna be facing years later, but I didn't really realize it at that time. You know what I'm saying? This is a reality that something action that I can do that was gonna put me in that same predicament. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because coming up at that age, like you felt like if your father was out here with you, he'd have laid a little more structure and things would have been different.
Yeah, I feel like that. But as a man and me coming up, I feel like at a certain point in age, from the environment that we in, you kind of make your own decisions. So
Facts,
you
facts.
can't kind of fault your pops or your moms from not doing whatever because they gonna teach you and give you the lessons that you need to be productive in life. It's all up to us to take the lessons that they're giving us, you know what I'm saying, and go forward with it. So
True. Very
I
true.
can't really blame them. I can't really blame
So it's
nobody for that.
I always tell people it's a matter of choice, regardless of your environment, regardless of your
Right.
however you came up, you still make a choice to operate out of your
Real
lower
quick.
self, your higher self. You know what I'm saying? We don't make the best choices at first because we don't really fear consequences. That's really what it be. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like you gotta fear the consequences. And if you know how to jail, if you know how to survive, you're not really scared of jail. Like you know what I'm saying? Jail is like, all right, whatever, like you know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
I think that plays
So
a major
yeah, like
part. You know, coming
real
up the
shit.
struggle, coming up in survival, we not scared of jail. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah.
that's really what it is. Like, all right, when you go to jail, my people's gonna come see me. Like I'm saying, I ain't, it's gonna all my friends in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's the consequence? You know what I'm saying?
Real shit. Yeah, so yeah, you know how it is when you're young, like you said, the fear factor is limited. So it's like a baby or whatever, child, you jump off this curb or jump off this porch and you don't think twice about it or about getting injured. But when
Uh,
you older, you be like, man, I'm gonna twist an ankle, I'm gonna bust my knee up, I'm gonna break my
fact.
back. I ain't doing that. I ain't jumping on that second floor. But when you young, you like, shit, man, that shit ain't about nothing, man.
Hell
You
yeah,
know, we heal up quick. You know what I mean? So
hell yeah.
kind of make rational decisions without even really thinking too much
Right.
about it.
So jumping off the porch at 14ish. Um, how old was you when you first had your first interaction with the law?
Oh shit, 14.
14.
14, I caught a case. Uh, I did some juvenile time for like uh, maybe 6 or 8 months.
Okay.
I got committed for a distribution charge. You know, trying to hustle. Got caught up. Uh, Ended up getting committed for like 6 to 8 months in a juvenile facility for real.
Okay. Okay. Now, juvenile facility compared to the adult facility, what you think? What you think the difference was?
Shit, the difference from a juvenile shit is like it's the time period. So you looking at you catch a case and you doing 4 months, 6 months, a year. To adult case, you can be doing 20, 30 years, a life sentence. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 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 Right.
So and the atmosphere is different too, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is on different times. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Coming in that young at 14. What was your once you got committed? What was your mindset? Like, was you nervous going in? Like, I'm about to go in. I'm about to go into juvenile facility. Like I'm saying, I'm about to go away. I'm 14. I don't know what I'm like. Was you a tad nervous or you was like fuck it? It's like I mean whatever.
Nah, at that time at 14, I ain't had no fears and no worries. You know what I'm saying? So I always thought I was gonna be good. So I was like, whatever they throw at me, that shit ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
gonna be able to
Right.
get through this. I'm gonna live to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna live to see tomorrow because when you young, you always think you got tomorrow was promised to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
When you
Right.
get older, we value the time in life. You know what I'm saying? But when you're
Right.
younger, I was like, shit. I knew I was going to be able to run through this little bit ass time, and I'll you know what I mean, be back out there doing what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. All right. So when you came from that, what was the time period till you got locked up again?
All right, from that juvenile time, uh, I end up catching a state case that was probably about maybe 2 years later. End up get caught with a bippy, a gun, and I caught 3 years. So I did my first state case when I was like 16.
First state bed 16. So from 16 to 19, you was down.
I ain't do a whole 3 years. I did like 18 months on it.
Okay. Okay. Now at that age, I mean, we all know where we come from is shit kind of real. Do you feel like the environment made you feel like a weapon was like necessary at the time because the things you were seeing, things you was like, I mean, not even yourself, but like the environment around you.
Yeah, I did feel like it was necessary because I felt like a lot of things that I wanted in life, uh, wasn't able to get from financial circumstances from my family. So
Right,
I felt like me going out in the streets and getting some money was the only way that I can really be able to eat and look fly, whatever, survive. You know what I'm saying? Do the things
right,
that I wanted to feel like that I
right,
wanted to do at that
right,
time. You know what I'm saying?
right. I get it. I get it. So juvenile bid, 2 years later, 3 years later, state bid. Is the mind frame changing at all, or still like whatever? I'm still out here. I'm going forward.
The mind frame really ain't changed too much because I was still young and I still had the same mind frame.
Right,
It was just I always made an excuse of why I got caught. Or I should have did this. If I didn't come out at this time, or if I didn't make this turn, this wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have got locked up.
right,
So
right.
I never really realized that. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this:
Yeah.
during that prison time, was you programming at all? Was there any programs available? Do you think like if a elder would have got a hold of you and like you know what I mean sat down and hollered at you, do you think like things would have been different if you was there programs available for you?
Yes, it was definitely programs available. At the time, I wasn't ready to program or learn anything. I wasn't really ready to be productive, like far as
Right,
in life, like
right,
far as legally. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing was just, man, I can't wait to get back out here and get to it. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like
right,
this
right,
was a
right.
little sit down for me to just get my thoughts together for me to find a way to be a better criminal. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I made a
Yeah,
mistake. That's how they caught me in. I'm not gonna do that no more. I'm gonna do it this way. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Because I think a lot of times without rehabilitation, we are just in there plotting on how we're gonna be better criminals, how we're gonna move better, what's gonna be the plan this time, learning others' mistakes and find out ways to get around that shit. You know what I mean? And, I think just when you at that age and you young, you feel like you got 100,000 years left in life. You ain't got no issue, you ain't got no worries. You gonna, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it, have whatever this go for. You know what I'm saying? So
Real
now
shit.
when you came home from that, how long was you home till you caught the next bit?
So when I came home from that, that was roughly 97. I ended up catching my next federal bid in 2002.
In 2002.
It
Your
was
case
roughly
start
about 5 years.
your case started out state and it went fed, or it was a fed case of the rip?
It was a fair case from the rip.
Now, compared to the juvenile bid to the state bid, was it like, all right, I mean, I'm in the feds now, motherfucker. Like, what was the? Because we all had that have that fear of the feds, right? Everybody got that little fear when your case going to the feds, like this little thought that you get, like, oh shit, like what was that oh shit thought when you had caught your fed case?
Yeah, when I caught my Fed case, the old shit was like, dang. I ain't gonna lie, when I first got caught, I still was feeling like, man, these people ain't got nothing on me. I'm gonna beat this shit. Like I done beat so many cases. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, as long as you got some bread, I'm pay these lawyers. They don't have nothing on me. It's just word of mouth. They ain't catch me with nothing. They don't have
Right,
nothing. I'm
right,
be out of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
my mindset at that time when I first got caught, it was like, shit, y'all, it is a sitting process. So it's like I'm gonna get through this like I always been getting through this. You know what I'm saying? Like I always been catching cases. Keep a paid lawyer in my pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm,
Bump,
hmm, hmm.
hit him with some bread. Fight this, and I'm gone. I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? But it was a different. It was a different story, man. They play by a different set of
They
rules.
play by different set of rules. What was your what
Ain't
was your
like-
what was your first offer?
My first offer was 180 months.
15. Yeah, it's more
years and some change.
180 month sentence. Yeah. Okay. So you took you was still in trial mode or you was in cop out mode?
I definitely was in trial mode because I feel like the stuff and the allegations that they was putting against me, they had no physical proof of it, just word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing, it was like, shit, I'm gonna fight this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not copping out to this shit because they don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? They got these guys that, that got caught up for their situation and implement me in some stuff, you know what I'm saying, to try to better their situation. So I'm like, they don't have nothing on me, you know what I'm saying? So why should I take any plea or whatever? I'm going to trial with this shit, you know what I'm saying?
So, and just for those listening that don't know how the feds work, they don't need much evidence to come at you. You know what I'm saying? All they need is word of mouth, hearsay. I think it's what,
Yeah,
two more people for three more people for an
yeah, yeah,
indictment.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Two or more
If
puts you in a
if
conspiracy.
if two people say you sell crack, then that's what it is. You sell crack. You know what I'm saying? And
Real stuff.
relevant conduct and all that other stuff they use to build cases on people. So they offered you 15 for the cop out. What was the max if you went to trial?
My max was life.
Max was life. Okay. So you said fuck it. You rumbled with them.
So nah, I didn't know. I ended up going through my you know, going through the time, researching stuff, seeing the evidence that they had on me. As time, what I'm saying, when you first get locked up, you get a limited information. So about
Right, right,
who's
right.
telling on you, what all the information they have. They don't give you all the information. So once
Right.
you think that I can really beat these people, but taking, what I'm saying, this or going to trial, if I know if I get found guilty, I'm gonna get life. You know what I'm saying? It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm gonna get life.
No
So
ifs, ands, buts about no ifs, ands, buts about
yeah,
that. You know that. No ifs, ands,
right.
buts about that. So you wound up copping out to what?
So I end up taking a plea for the 180 months. But how tricky the feds is, my day of sentence, they end up telling me that because of my case, I had a mandatory minimum that I didn't even know about, and it gave me 240 months. So it went from 15 to
What?
20 in a blink of an eye. Yeah, yeah. So
Whoa. Wait. Hold up. You copped out the
yeah,
15. You walking in court that morning thinking, I'm about to cop out the 180. And right there at sentencing,
right.
he hit you with another five.
Number 5 years. He said because of the crime I
Wow.
had, that my mandatory minimum that I can get was 20 years, 240 months.
What? Your lawyer ain't see
I had to
that
already,
coming?
I had to already put my name on the dotted line, signed the plea agreement for this.
Oh, shit. Yo. They did you dirty on that shit.
Yeah, they definitely did me dirty.
What was the lawyer saying?
The lawyer came and see me probably right before we about to go in for sentencing and say I got some information, like some bad news for you. I said, what's going on? He said the prosecutor is trying to give you 240 months because the crime.
Oh man. Right. Right. 2255 ASAP. ASAP on 2255. Damn. So what did that do to you mentally, bro?
And they're passing out lunch fish sandwiches and all this old shit. I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do nothing. I was just pacing around that motherfucker. I was like, dang. I felt betrayed though. You know what I'm saying? Like the person that posed to have my back kind of let me down because this the person that I'm counting on to fight for my freedom. And then you just let these people just do what they wanted to do to me. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't give me a heads
Right.
up until 10 minutes before we about to go into the courtroom.
Damn. That's crazy, yo. That's crazy. Damn. That's some other shit right there. So now you going back in the county with attitude.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm going back to Supermax. I'm sick, mad. Like, yeah, I'm drained. I'm mostly drained. I'm mostly just defeated for real at this time. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I definitely was messed up, though. I was definitely messed up.
All right. So now you get on the bus to go to the feds. Where you went?
I went to Harrisburg, ALF.
Tell me about Con Air.
Oh man, this shit was like
Tell
some
me about
movie
Con.
shit. Like
Tell
Con
me
Air
about.
shit was crazy,
Hold up.
man. Like you get
Did you
there.
get on the plane with the duct tape on the
No,
wing?
I actually got on the bus because I was going to Cumberland. So I
Okay.
rode
Okay.
there, got off the van. You know what I'm saying? They drove me from Supermax. You know what I'm saying? A prison. A federal holdover at the time. It's a state maximum prison, lockdown prison in Baltimore. It's called Supermax, and they drove us from Supermax to Harrisburg. I got out the van, and they just put you out there like it's a bunch of buses, bunch of vans, bunch of airplanes at the airport at Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So
Hmm.
they just sort everybody out. Call your name, where you going? You go over here. You know what I'm saying? Go over there. They load you up on the buses. Everybody on the buses load everybody up on the planes who going on the planes, and then once all the planes fly off, they put it. You know what I'm saying? All the buses pull off after the planes leave.
It's crazy. Yeah, I got on one of the planes before. That shit was crazy. That was a hell of
So,
an experience. Out just seeing how they got their system where it's just a bunch of us out there, guys, girls. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it fucked up. The
hundreds of
females out there too.
hundreds, hundreds
You know
and
what I'm
hundreds
saying?
of men and women. Real
Like
shit.
you got women looking like they fresh off the runway in that motherfucker in cuffs. Like, you know what I'm saying? You looking like, what the fuck? Like all
Real
types
shit.
of shit
Real
going on.
shit.
You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
So first stop was coming, right? So now we're gonna fast forward, right? When you woke up on your release date 18 years later, what was the first thing on your mind?
When I work up on my release date,
Yeah,
you said when I woke up on my release date at the door on the 18th,
yeah.
man, the first thing that was on my mind is like I was kind of like I didn't know if it was real, like it was a dream or something. Because it was like I've been here so long and this was my reality. And I felt like I know they saying I'm getting released this day, but I feel like it's gonna be a prank or some shit. Like, no, man, you get the R&D or something, man. They gonna grab your ass up and like, look, man, no, you going back, man. Your ass ain't going home, man.
You
It's
go
like,
back.
but yeah, I was fucked up, man. I was like, man, I
Did
was
you did you
I was kind of
did you
nervous,
did you sleep that
kind of excited at the same time. Huh?
did you sleep that night?
Fuck no, I couldn't sleep that night. I was up all night.
That's crazy.
I ain't sleep at all.
So what was the first thing you did when you walked out the gates?
Drive
Mhm.
you to the bus station. When I got out there, I just cried a little bit though. Like I couldn't believe it. Like I was so happy, so emotional. I couldn't believe it. Then I had a son at the time, and he was there waiting for me. Him and my cousin, and me up from jail.
Right,
So I'm like, God
right,
damn, it's like
right,
it's crazy.
right.
It's a crazy experience though. Real crazy though. Yeah, it's
Damn,
definitely
that's what's
really emotional though.
that's
I definitely shed a few tears though. Like, yeah, it's really
that's
emotional.
what's up. So you came home from what, Cumberland, or you left?
I came home from Petersburg, Virginia.
Okay, okay, okay. So you wound up leaving Cumberland. Yeah, I left you in 2010.
Uh, from, from Cumberland, man, I done
2010.
went all around the world, man. From Cumberland, I went to Fort Dix, New Jersey. From Fort Dix, New Jersey, I went to Oxford, Wisconsin. Oxford, Wisconsin, I went to McKean, Pennsylvania. From McKean, Pennsylvania, I went to Raybrook, New York. From Raybrook, New York, I went
What the,
to Allenwood. And from
what the hell was you
Allenwood, I went to
doing?
Petersburg.
What the
I
hell
was
was
getting
you
into
doing?
some of the shit. I was getting into shit, and I was getting put out of it for doing what I do, man. Getting into shit, catching tickets for they call
What
them
the
shots in
fuck?
the Fed. Had to bust a few motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? Had put out the dicks. Right? Hit somebody. Got put out. Then I got sent to Wisconsin. Hit some shit in there. Went to I went to Pennsylvania to McKean. I got caught with two bangers in there. They ended up sending me to Raybrook. Once I got to Raybrook, I said, "Yo, look, man, I'm getting tired of these fucking transits and getting shipped here,
Damn,
shipped there." Oh yeah, I went to Terry Hut too after that though. I went to Terry Hut after
what?
Wisconsin. That's where I went to. Yeah, yeah, I went to Terry Hut before McKean. I forgot.
Bro, what the? So wait, but damn, what the? Jeez, so we lost. So you was all around that motherfucker.
Yeah, I was getting bounced around, man. Different states,
So you
different
did get on
prisons.
that. So you did get on that plane with the duct tape on the wing.
Oh, several times, several damn times. I went from I first got on a plane. I went to when I got put out Fort Dix, drove me to upstate New York. I got on the plane. They flew me to Oklahoma City. Stayed in
Hey
Oklahoma
yo,
City.
a lot of people don't believe me
Stayed,
when I tell them it was duct tape on the wing, bro.
oh yeah, yeah, hell yeah, that's a fact. They definitely had duct tape on the wings of on one of them planes though.
It's duct it's duct tape on the fucking wings. I don't know why people are like, yo, you playing? Bro, it's duct tape on the fucking wings of the plane, bro.
Real shit. Definitely is. That shit
Crazy,
fucked up.
crazy. So doing the 18, when did you hit your point where you was like, I'm downhill? Like I could start chilling a little bit.
You know, I had to by the time I probably got to like 10 years in. Once I got to 10 years in, I started to feel like I got 7, 8 years left. Even though I had a long time to do, I was
Right,
like, I'm at single digits now. So you know what I'm saying? So when I got to like single digits, when I got to like 9 years, I'm gonna say, I was like, I'm short. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nigga, you ain't short. I'm
right,
saying,
right,
shit, I'm
right,
short. I'm halfway through this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when I got to like 9 years, I was trying to feel like it's kind of like it's going downhill. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get at a single digit. For years, I was just going like just during the time. You know what I'm saying? I was like, even though I knew I was doing you know what I'm saying, I was doing a lot of time, but it never felt like my time was moving. Like I was getting no closer to coming home. You know what I'm saying? Because the time, you know what I'm saying, that I had, I knew I had to do almost 18 years on 20. So it was like you doing 3 and 4 and 5 years, 6 years, it's like, damn, you still got 13 to do, you know what I'm saying? So
right, right, right,
yeah, it
right.
wasn't yeah,
What you think was the hardest thing to adjust to once you got in?
the hardest thing to adjust to when I got in federal prison,
Yeah.
the politics. I was so used to being around
Hmm.
just people from my geographical location, like, you know, people from Baltimore or, you know, people from Maryland, different parts of Maryland, DC. Like that's who you locked up with in the state or, you know what I'm saying, or juvenile system. See, when you go to the federal
Right,
system, you around everybody across the globe. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody, you know what I'm saying? Every nationality known a man. You know what I'm saying? You in there with people from Russia, you had people from, you know what I'm saying, Asia, you know what I'm saying, China, Europe, you know what I'm saying? You were people all
hmm,
over. It's all everybody, you know what I'm saying? And everybody across the United States, you know what I'm saying? Every state. So you know how it is. Everybody got different cars. You know, you got this car, you got this
right,
car. You know what I'm saying? They call them cars, you know what I'm saying? So you know, you come in the cafeteria, stuff like that, you know, you can't sit at certain tables because everybody got their own tables there. So it's like the Mexicans sit at this table, Baltimore sit at this table, Jersey sit at this table, DC sit at this table, Philly sit at this table, Blood sit at this table, Crips sit at this table. You know what I'm saying? The ABs or the dirty white boys, they sit at these tables. You know what I'm saying? So everybody in the cafeterias and stuff like that. Even like, you know, we was in the units, like we had TVs and stuff like this the homies TV. That's such and such TV. That's they TV. You know what I'm saying? So
right, right.
every, everything just had the politics that's really got me. You know what I'm saying? I had to get used to that type of shit.
Yeah, it's definitely it's hard to get in. It's like I got into some shit like maybe like the first week I got to my first jail and having to talk to a nigga and this nigga telling me I'm wrong about this and another nigga saying, yo, you can't do this. And it was just like way too many rules here for me, bro. Like,
Right,
so you can't even you gotta think about your fellow man in there because it ain't all about you because you're not bigger than the program. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't
right,
and
right,
that's why
right.
you Christian. There's so many different factions of things you can get into. Ain't no such thing as I'm by myself, I'm walking alone. You're gonna be standing up eating food then if you think you're gonna be alone. You know what I'm saying? Even the
Yeah, that's
motherfucking
true.
even the rats, even the motherfucking rats got a table. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Even
right,
the snitch got a table. The homosexuals got a table. Like everybody got a section in that motherfucker.
right,
And sitting at the
right.
wrong table can cause a war. Sitting at the wrong table can cause a war.
Ain't no question. You sit at the wrong
A
table,
straight
they feel like that's a form of disrespect. Like, damn, this nigga, you know, like you know, you stepping on my foot type of shit. Like, but some people would know if like you knew you just coming and you sit at a table that you don't belong at, and they be like, yo, where you from? I'm from Baltimore. Well, yo, no, the homies, y'all sit over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? Call,
right.
yeah, y'all sit over there at that joint, you know what I'm saying? Not on like disrespectful shit on some man time shit, but like, you know what I mean? Like I did that. Like when I first come in, you know, I don't know nobody, so I ain't really like no social nigga. Like I don't need nobody or nothing. So I come in, you know, I sit where I want to sit at. So, you know, you saw seeing dudes looking and who is him? Like that's a new homie or something. Like, so I
Word
was
is
trying to
bone.
feel like, what the fuck is going on? What's up? Oh no, yo, where you from, yo? I'm from Baltimore. What's up? Oh no, yo, y'all, y'all sit over there. You know what I'm saying? Why? Okay, okay, okay. But I'm gonna sit right here, eat my food, and I know
Right,
from
right,
now on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I sit over there though, you know what I mean? But
right,
I
right,
ain't
right,
getting
right.
up, you know.
That's how it be. That's how it be. It be just like that. Like she can go from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds. So now let me ask you this question: what was one of the wildest things you seen in jail that had you like, oh shit, like this shit crazy? Like what was one of the craziest things that you seen there?
Shit, the wildest shit I seen was like a person really getting killed for real.
Yeah,
Like dudes really having a knife fight, and motherfucker just dying, you know what I'm saying? And you like, dang, what I mean? Like you done heard about situations like that, but you never
right,
actually
right,
really seen it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, dang, I seen this man really just get like butchered for real. Niggas butchered him like he really like dead in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like dead right here. Like
right, right,
so
right,
and I mean, that shit kind of wake you up, like, this shit ain't a game, man. Like tomorrow
yeah,
ain't promised for you in this motherfucker. Some shit can happen and like you can end up, you know what I'm saying, on the other hand of that, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't playing your cards right, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, hell yeah. So now home. What was some of the social pressures you had to deal with when you came home?
Say it again.
What was some of like the social pressures you had to deal with when you came home?
Social pressures.
Hmm.
Um, just be able to get rid, adapt back to being around people, you know what I'm saying, socializing with people, learning how a lot of things has changed, like far as like technology, things of that nature. Like when I first went in, it wasn't like no social media, it wasn't no
Right,
camera phones and all these smartphones and all this type of stuff like in 2001, 2002. Like
right,
so
right,
it's back baby to get it accustomed and adapt back to that. You know what I'm saying? This was a I ain't gonna say a big challenge, but it was a little challenge for me just learning. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning. I still don't know
right.
every little thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still adapting and adjusting.
So now you came home from the 18 and you caught another beef, right?
Yeah, I was home for 4 years, like 3 months, and I ended up catching another a state case.
Another state case. And how long you did on that one?
I did almost 3 years.
He's going for three pieces. You're right. You're right. He's going for 3 years. So now is there a so you on home confinement? You
Yeah, I'm on home confinement right now.
so how's that like? You got a certain amount of hours to be out? Like
Right now, this is kind of strict, so it's like without only can go to work and back home. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no leisure time right now. It's like there's no stopping at the gas station, no stopping to get something to eat, going up, holler at your homies or your family members. Nothing. It's just going point A to point B and back. You know what I'm saying? So last, yeah, they run a little strict little routine right now. It's like they don't give you no time, no wiggle room right now.
so how long you been actually home off that statement?
I actually been home, what, 32, 33 days right now.
Okay. Okay. So now what's the, what you think this bid makes it last bid?
Say it again.
Why is this bid the last bid?
why it's the last baby? Because I understand that for one, I ain't got another baby. I'm getting too old for this shit. Secondly, I understand my value and my worth is more, you know what I'm saying? And the things, you know what I'm saying, like, my family, my children, you know what I'm saying? They need me out here, plus myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no way that you can be productive in life and be able to do what you need to be successful for being behind the wall. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Right, right,
there's no benefits in that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that what's more important to me. So I understand
right.
being out here on the streets is more important for me and my family, you know what I'm saying, for me being in prison.
Because like when you think of redemption, like a lot of us don't give ourselves a chance. You know what I'm saying? We do what we feel comfortable in doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When did you make the transition and say to yourself, like, yo, that's it?
I ain't gonna lie, like I said, I did that 18, but when I first got sentenced, when I ain't gonna lie, when I first got them cuffs slapped on me, uh, I kind of thought like I was gonna be all right. But once I really realized like that I was gonna have to do some time, shit just shit just sunk in. It just hurt it though. It was like it felt way longer than I did on my first bid. And I was like, I just realized that like the mistakes that I made and like I was really in a good place. I was really out here being productive in life. I had things
You
going
was,
for me in my
you was
favor.
doing the parties.
And
You
I
was
was
doing the
doing the
parties in there.
parties, and
You was
I had the entertainment
doing your
shit
thing.
jumping off. I was doing my thing. I was working. I had a couple businesses. I was doing all right, you know what I'm saying? I was doing good. So for me, having that little minor setback, them little few years, it kind of really gave me time to really reflect on a lot of things that I felt that, you know, should have been first priorities in my life, you know what I'm saying? That I made secondary. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I made a lot of, bad decisions and I had to sit back. It gave me time to like sit back and reflect on a lot of decisions that I made. And I had to understand, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's more important, this or that? You know what I'm saying? So I came to a conclusion
Right.
that done. You know what I'm saying? It's like game over for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I tried, had fun with it, but a chapter in my life is over with though.
I ain't gonna hold you. I did a 3 month violation, and that shit felt like longer than the I did. Like that shit was being around all the young motherfuckers. I'm
Can't hear you right
cutting
now.
line. My, that was
Yo,
crazy to me.
I can't hear you right now.
Hold on. We clear. We clear. We good. We good. Hear me? We good. We good. We good. We good. You hear me? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We good. You hear me? Hold on. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Give us 1 second. Give us 1 second. Another episode of G. Am I clear to you? Yo, you good? You hear me?
Yeah, I'm good. I hear you, bro.
All right, cool. Little technical difficulties, but ain't debating about none. So yeah, yo. So like, you've been home 33 days, right?
Right.
And it got you on a tight program. Do you feel like this type program is needed, or you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like you know what? Be on me a little bit. You know what I mean? Don't let me run around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? How you like? Do you feel like you
Yeah.
need this for a second? Real shit.
Yeah. I feel like I need this for a second, though. You know what I'm saying? To sit back and get myself together because I ain't in a rush to really do nothing. And I feel like, yeah, this kind of give me a little structure. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need a little structure, you know what I'm saying? Some boundaries to be set for you to do what you need to do in life and not kind of, veer off the path that, you know what I'm saying, that you need to be going. So yeah, this
So,
I,
so let me
I
ask
ain't
you
too mad.
this: out of these bits that you've been doing, who do you think you disappointed the most?
See all of these bids I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Said number one, I'll say my children, because I think out of everybody, they was the most affected by me
Right.
going to prison and stuff like that. My children was the most affected by
When I watch this, want to know how much time have you done all together?
my whole life.
Yeah.
Uh,
Got 18,
about
3,
yeah, probably about 24 years, something like that.
24 years out of 47 years. We be giving these niggas so much time, my G.
Yeah,
Too much
24 years
time,
out
bro.
of my 7 years.
24 years out of 46 years, 47 years. Tim, you guys see me perform, yo.
Yep.
One of the people that's watching this joint right now, he was up Cumberland with us. He was one of the Moors up there in Cumberland with us. He was in B unit.
A word.
Yeah, the homie Red. He from what's his name? He from the district, DC Mo.
Okay, okay,
You know what I mean?
okay.
Yeah, he was down Cumberland with us and shit. He always show love. He always show support. I actually got an interview with him. I did an interview with him prior to. Now, I mean, but, when I started this platform, I wanted to get people because a lot of people don't understand what we went through in there. You know what I'm saying? They see the come home, they see the go in, and they see the come home, but they don't really know what goes on between them lines. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How many people have you lost since you've been locked up?
Wow. Countless, endless. Uh, Countless friends. So far as with family members, I lost that was close to me.
Yeah,
On my federal bid, I lost both of my grandmothers, both of my grandfathers.
yeah.
Um,
Sorry to hear that. In peace to them.
yeah, I lost both of them. They was real close to me, So I lost like an uncle and an aunt. Um, yeah, so then I lost like 4 or 5 homies, you know what I'm saying, to the streets.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
probably lost about like really close to me, lost family and friends, maybe about 10 people, you know what I'm saying?
About 10 people. That's those chapter phone calls be real.
Real shit. Real shit.
You know, you can pretty much check the tempo when they call you in different places. You know when they call you a chaplain, you know it ain't nothing good being said when you get up that motherfucker.
Right.
Somebody want to know is with everything going so well when you came home the first time, what made you get back to it?
Uh, just being, I'm gonna say like kind of a force of a greed because I was kind of doing what I needed to do. Like I was working 2 jobs, you know what I'm saying? And I was making good money, you know what I'm saying? But it's like it wasn't enough money for me to do all the things that I wanted to do with my leisure time, like far as
Right, right.
partying and taking trips or things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you working your job, it's like you paying bill to bill. It's check to check, bill to bill. So it's like I ain't really have no in between money. You know what I'm saying? I want to get fresh. I want to go to this restaurant. I want to go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? I want to buy this nice whip. I want to buy this nice chain, or I want to get this nice watch, or whatever the case may be. Whatever your vices is. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm. Hmm.
and just being around like your peers, you know what I'm saying? So it's like for 2 years, I was just working. I wasn't even going out. I wasn't hanging out. I wasn't clubbing or nothing. Everybody know that. So it's like, I just, you know, ran into some people and, it was just shit that was like too good to be true. So it's like, I had to try it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, try my
Right, right,
hand.
right, right.
And one thing went into another, you know what I'm saying? And I was
So
back
would
in it.
you so would you agree that there'd be people, places, and things that get us jammed up?
Of course, of course. So I had
So
to
with that
learn
being
for
said,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, I think people, place, and thing plays a major part in it.
So with that being said, you ever thought about leaving and going, you know what I mean, and relocating?
Yeah, I thought about it. I thought about it a lot. I have still had plans on leaving, but again, I can't leave without being financially stable. So we all
Right,
have thoughts and dreams of doing a whole lot of different things in life, but if you don't
right,
have the
right, right,
finances, you know what I'm saying, and the avenues to do it, then we just stuck at just it's just a thought, you know what I'm saying? It's just a good thought or a good
right,
dream, you know what I'm saying? So
right, right, right,
without
right,
us having without us having the right revenues, we can't do what we really want to do in life, you know what I'm saying? Unless,
right, right,
we grind it out and really apply ourselves to do certain things because, us coming from where we from, a lot of us take shortcuts. We always try to take the shortcut. We don't take the long route. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So,
right, right,
you know, we want instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't want to work long term. We don't have long term goals. A lot of people have short term goals. You know what I mean? So
right,
they live for today, not for you know what I'm saying, not for the future. A lot of us don't plan for the
right,
future. A lot of us plan what we gonna
right,
do today, what we gonna do this weekend, we going to this party, you know what I'm saying? We gonna fuck with yo and them, fuck with Shorty and them, you know what I'm saying? We going out, you know what I mean? We don't think
right.
like if you ask you what you really gonna do 5 years from now. What's your plans 5 years from now? What's your plans 10 years from now? What if you
A
apply
lot of
yourself
motherfuckers
today
chat.
that you're going for to, you know what I'm saying, for you to be
Right,
successful 10 years down the road? A lot of us don't have no type of, you know what I'm saying? We don't have no type of plans. We can say whatever,
right,
but if we applying ourselves to really be productive 5 or 10 years from now, no. 2 or 3 days, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go buy me some clothes, you know what I'm saying?
right,
I'm gonna go to the joint, I'm gonna hit
right,
the
right,
spot up. Yeah, I'm a plan for
right.
that. But three
Trying
years
to
from now,
save,
I don't
trying
have
to
a plan
save,
for this.
trying to save $100 a week if you could, type shit to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I get
Real
it.
shit.
I get it. And situations always gonna present itself. You know what I mean? We just gotta, be in our mind and think better. We gotta ask ourselves, is the risk worth the game? You know what I'm saying? The game is different. Niggas play by different rules out here, so it's hard to play the game that we play at the level that these niggas playing on now. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
And
We
you're
definitely play
gonna
by a
have to
different
deal
set
with
of
it.
rules.
What, man? What's your thoughts on, like, snitching and people getting time off for jumping on people's cases that got nothing to do with them, and just how prominent it is right now? Like, you got niggas like 6ix9ine with platforms and people supporting his movement, and niggas coming home with all these snitch allegations, and niggas still be rocking. Like, how is it on the inside when it comes to that, from your perspective?
You already know we live by the rules that we don't justify. We don't ratting is not allowed. You know what I'm saying? Ratting is we don't mess with rats. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying? That's a no-no. We all know that we signed up for this job, which is we start hustling into the streets. We live by a street code, right? which the code has been broken because it's no honor and no loyalty in this code. So that's why when people like 6ix9ine and them come home, people, you know what I'm saying, embrace them because these dudes don't have no honor, no honor. They don't have no integrity. You know what I'm saying? So they this is the things that they would do if they got a chance to do it. When they get knocked, when
Facts.
they get booked,
Facts.
they gonna jump on, they gonna jump up, you know what I'm saying, and tell on somebody to come home. I always been 10 toes down. So whenever I get caught with something, I always nobody got to tell me this to keep your mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? Do
Right.
your time. I'm gonna do my time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no allegations and all this around me saying that yo this, yo that. You know what I'm saying? Yo suspected to be
Certain
this.
certain
You know what
rumors,
I'm saying?
certain rumors shouldn't even be certain rumors shouldn't even be on your
Yeah,
name. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's everybody
certain
name.
things
Right.
shouldn't certain
Real
things shouldn't
shit.
even be associated with your name. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I mean? These niggas be still fucking with these niggas, not knowing like on the inside it get real for them, depending on what jail you go to. Shit get real. You get ran around this motherfucker out here
Real
fucking
shit.
around with that paperwork. You don't have that paperwork in a certain amount of time. I mean, shit get real, and you know the feds could
Real
promise
shit,
you this,
man.
promise you that, but everything that you say gonna be right inside that paperwork. And a lot of spots,
That shit
it
is
really get
public
hard.
information.
Yeah,
They use you up, that shit public information. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever you said or whatever you did, it's gonna be documented where somebody can go and look it up and get the paperwork on. You know what I'm saying? And say, like, yo, this what he did. And you can't deny it, black and white. So if you saying this ain't you, this, you know what I'm saying? This is not you, you know what I'm saying? Your age, your birthday, your social, this is not you. You know what I'm
there's
saying?
a
So
I
it's
tell
great.
people that there's a whole system where people know you coming to the jail days before you get there. Niggas know you
Right.
coming. They waiting on you. You know what I'm saying?
We know you get
The
out that
feds
bus.
people
We get the list.
waiting
Oh,
on
such and such coming. Oh, all right. You going to such and such? You going to B unit? You going to A unit? All right, bet. We in Times
you.
Square,
Make you a
wherever
whole
we
kid
at. We waiting for you.
waiting for you. You
Come
know what
out
I'm
the
saying?
bus.
It's a
You ain't got no Bentleys on you. We got the joints. We
you
right
ain't
here
got
waiting
nothing.
on
You ain't got nothing.
you. We got nothing. You naked. Yeah,
You ain't
you
got
naked.
nothing.
Yo, what's up? Let me holler at you.
And let me holler at you real quick about something.
Let me holler
So
at you.
now let me ask you this: what was one of your favorite jail hookup meals?
You said favorite jail?
Your favorite jail meal, your favorite hookup meal, like nacho,
Oh
fried
man.
rice.
And the feds, and the
Fast,
feds, it
yeah,
had to be, yeah, and the feds, you know, the feds from the state, you know what I mean? The meals is kind of different how we cook. So in the feds, yeah, it had to be a good fried rice bowl, man.
get
Good
that good
fried rice
fried rice
bowl.
bowl. Yes,
Good
yes,
fried rice bowl.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Hell yeah.
yeah. I think I done made a few motherfucking rice bowls for your ass, motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. You know, back then, you know, these selling the onions and green peppers and shit on commissary. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We
man.
had that motherfucker real, like, real special.
I ain't gonna I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like you was definitely one of the guys I met who you was definitely a positive influence. You was a good role model. I could definitely say that about you. Um, you was
Appreciate that.
always one way. You was always one way. You ain't tolerate no bullshit from your homies, from anybody from the outside. You was a low. I mean, you was a no nonsense nigga, and I really appreciated that about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And me and you just clicked. We had our thing, and we always rocked out with each other. You know what I mean, had each other back to situations, and what's understood don't need to be said. Like I fuck with you wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And definitely like you was one of the guys that I was just like, yo, like nigga, I put you on with my sister, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it was
Word.
like I mean like
Word.
during that time, like, I definitely looked up to you. I mean, I was young coming in. I was young as hell. First bid. Coming was my second stop. You was definitely one of the ones that I wanted to keep in tune with when we got home and shit. You know what I mean? So I used to even sit here talking to you right now. We done been we talk all the time, but you know what I'm saying?
Real
Just
shit.
having you on the platform. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm fucking glad you back. I'm glad you home, bro. And we gonna fucking keep you home this time, my nigga. You ain't going back no more, my nigga. We're gonna figure it out.
Nah, I'm done. I'm done, baby. This is it. That's the last chapter right
So
there.
let me ask you this: what would you like? You see how the youth is out here right now. You see things is crazy. Gun violence is crazy. The murder rate is crazy up here in New Jersey. I'm sure down there in Baltimore it's the same. What do you think are some things that could be done to minimize a lot of this violence that's going on out here?
I think they need to get back the leisure time, like for the children and stuff. Like we don't have no activities. Like when we was coming up, we had rec centers and stuff and things of that nature, like after school programs. Like we can go play basketball, you know what I'm saying? We had tutors, you know what I'm saying, our rec centers. All our rec centers is like closed now. You know what I'm saying? So every neighborhood we had a rec center around, you know what I'm saying? Basketball courts and different things that we do, different activities that we did to keep us occupied. You know what I'm saying? So it'll keep us like off the streets a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because we had after school and stuff programs. You know what I'm saying? Even if you wasn't in school, you
Right,
could go to these rec centers. You know what I'm saying? Be a member, going there. You know what I'm saying? And they had like parties in there. They had different activities that you can do. That I just think that's what it is. A lot of us get sidetracked and not justifying what's going on out here because it's totally wrong. But the city have to put back these type of programs to get these people, get these kids some leisure time somewhere, some things to do. If you have nothing to do and you just being around peers that just smoke weed, drink, tote pistols all
right,
day, that's what you're gonna end up
right,
doing. You know what I'm saying? But if you got
right,
these programs and stuff that we can go to, you know what I'm saying, we gonna try to go there because like just for all the girls and stuff used to hang out in the little rec centers and stuff. So we go in there, bust it up, you know what I'm saying,
right,
and
right,
chill in there, play the
right.
video games, shoot pool, play ping pong, hoop, you know what I'm saying? They in there watching us hoop and shit, you know what I'm saying? This where we at. We ain't on the streets, you know what I'm saying? For
Right,
from like
right, right.
4 to 8 till the lights go down, you know what I'm saying? Till they close up, you know what I'm saying? We in here, you know what I'm saying? So we don't have that no more, you know what I'm saying? So that's what the
Right.
streets is lacking in Baltimore, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same here. I could definitely agree. The football programs is minimum. Um, the basketball, just the pop one of the PAL stuff, everything is minimizing. Our rec centers are being close to and they being replaced with high rises. I'm saying, you closing down
Exactly.
schools and putting you closing down schools and putting buildings for people to live in. You know what I'm saying? When I view say it starts from home with the parents. We had none of these things growing. We had none of those things growing up. We had imagination and we was never bored. We was never bored as kids. Good point. When we was kids coming up, after we do our little homework and shit, nigga, we outside. We playing manhunt, riding our bikes. You know what I'm saying? Finding something to get into. We was handy kids. You know what I'm saying? Now everything's
Yeah.
on the tablet. You know what I'm saying? Everything is on the tablet.
Yeah, and that's what's handicapping us too a lot because the technology world is making everybody stick to the tablets and the phones and stuff like that. It's like
Right.
back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Even some shit like you will meet somebody, you know what I'm saying? And they be like, yo, I live such and such. And we had it wasn't no GPS or navigation shit. You really had to know the town. You know what I'm saying? You really had to remember numbers and shit because we ain't had this shit where we could store numbers. You really had to we was keeping all this shit memorized. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I know if
Right.
I go
Right.
such and such, or I go to the payphone and man, what's that number? Like your man might have to
Right.
remember
Right.
three,
Right.
four of the numbers, and you like, yo, you remember the
Right.
last four,
Right.
remember the
Right.
first three, type of shit. Oh
Right.
yeah,
I
me dial
remember.
this
I
up. Oh
remember
yeah,
those
call
days.
shorty up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's how it was back then. So it was like the technology kind of hindered us a little bit from learning the learning standpoint because we get so uh
Very true.
handicapped on this remembering like names and stuff. Like we go to our phone, we don't really dial the numbers. We go to call moms. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Call G. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
ain't really
Right. Right. Right.
pushing all. We don't remember that number. So we get like when I got a book on my last job, it's like who to call. I don't even really remember two numbers. You know what I'm saying? But you might got 50 numbers in your phone. So I'm like,
Just
I don't
talking.
know no
Just talking
numbers. You
about
know what I'm
this.
saying?
Just talking about this. We was just talking about this, yo. We was just talking about this. It was like a. It was. having a conversation like, yo, if your ex boyfriend call you from jail because you the only number he know, would you bail him out? And I'm like, yo, if me being a street nigga, I wouldn't trip if you went and bailed the nigga out. I'm saying, because I know how I feel to only know one number. Like, I know
You
how,
already know you
you
probably want to remember your number for real.
know what
Real
I'm saying?
shit.
And you know what I mean? And I think like we got to get more active into the community. Us as the elders, bringing like some boxing program, like a fucking big brother program. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Getting into these schools, getting to these youth. You know what I mean? And just being available for them. You know what I mean, really, a lot of them just want to be our men, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't just want to be around some real men. You know what I'm saying? I want to be around some real men, pick up on some real swag, pick up some real game. You know what I'm saying? They don't like they don't understand. Like teach them some etiquette classes, how to take women on dates. Like that needs to be back implemented. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to bring that back. Hella, because these kids is they lost, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
They
That's
lost.
true.
They lost. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them got talent. They got skills that they haven't tapped into yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I agree with that. We definitely got to get more
You know what
active
I mean?
in the hoods and stuff. But one thing about we always can preach to them and tell them whatever, but without a productive solution, nobody's really gonna really gravitate to what you're saying. Like I can tell a person, don't sell drugs, don't smoke weed, do this, but what's the solution for it? Like you gotta have something for if I'm taking you from this, I gotta be able to deviate you to this. You know what I'm saying? Where you see in
Something
your
different.
head that
Right.
this is gonna be productive for you. If you don't see no
Right.
production in this, what I'm telling you, you gonna listen to me because you might respect me as a man or your OG or whatever the case
Right.
may
Right.
be. You can respect
Right.
me and
Right.
listen to me, but you ain't really trying to hear that shit. It's like yo saying not to do this, but how the fuck like I got a little baby to feed. You know what I'm saying? I got a car note to pay. You know what I'm saying? I got
Right. Right.
bills. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Gotta have.
me
You gotta
selling
provide
this
some
shit.
type
Like what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no type of like skills. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no certifications. So it's like what I'm supposed to do out here. You know what I'm saying? So dudes gonna hustle. You know what I'm saying? They gonna try to do what they do know best. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I get it, bro. Like,
it's gonna
definitely
be around.
it's definitely it's definitely challenging, and you don't want to just be a nigga just blowing smoke, saying don't do this, and you give them nothing else to. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to preach the get your CDL, but there ain't nothing you can do in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? There ain't
Nah,
nothing you can do overnight. There ain't nothing you can do inside a week. And I mean, and it's not cheap neither. So I was taking the courses and classes, but there's other things that we can do. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta be able to supplement. You know what I mean? Like I would love to be able to have like some union jobs available, $50 an hour, $60 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Look, take you out here, come on, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Your first paycheck, you like, oh shit, like just made 3 grand in a week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something like that.
right.
Where you can really like help these kids make some money. And if you can't put that in their hands, it's like, what I'm gonna do, bro? What I'm doing? Like, what I'm gonna do?
And
You know what I'm saying?
I kind of get it though, too
Yeah.
though. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like motherfucker gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? Like everything out here is high. You know what I'm saying? The cost of living, everything is high. So, like you said, without the right
Yeah.
solution, and you just talking to them, it's like you're giving them false hope. So, like,
Right.
dudes gonna listen to you, but if that shit ain't making no sense. If it ain't making no dollars, it don't make no sense. So,
That
whatever
makes
you saying,
sense.
that shit ain't adding up to no motherfucking dollar signs. Nigga ain't with that shit, bro. People want some shit
Yeah,
that they can
100%.
really, yeah. Like a lot of people is living for instant gratification. They want shit overnight success, which we know that that's not the way life goes. You know what I'm saying? You got to put, it's trial
Facts.
and error. You know what I'm saying? You got to put work in, blood, sweat, and tears into this shit. You know what I'm saying? To be productive in life. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people they just want overnight success. Like they like living in a fairy tale. They think that you know they can scratch off something and what I mean, be a millionaire or hit a lottery or play FanDuel and then
Right.
putting $1 million
Right.
in. They're like, they be successful in life. Like, yeah, that can happen, but the ratio of it, like, it's not gonna happen for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Right, right,
not gonna
right.
be everybody's story, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna be some people probably, yeah, but majority of us, no, that's not gonna be our story. We're gonna have to really work out here, really. But the bottom line is we just gotta apply ourselves though. And we gotta have the resources for people to apply to. So that's when we come involved falls in the community that we have to go out here and find these resources for these kids to go to these different programs and stuff so they can apply themselves so they can be productive in life. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
And
right.
just
Very
sitting
true.
around preaching to
Very
them
true.
and having these seminars and all this type of shit, they ain't trying to really hear that shit for real. You know what I'm saying? They trying to figure
They
out
ain't giving.
how the next bill
They
coming
trying to figure out how they
and
gonna
when the
feed.
next check coming from.
Exactly. 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 Hey, yo, no bullshit. I mean, it's and this is the same because people niggas try to preach to us at one point in time. Yo, do this, and you like, I hear you,
Right,
and went right back outside and got to it. So you definitely gotta, if you're gonna talk that shit, you gotta have something for them. I'm saying to also, be able to rely
right.
on. Because if not, you just talking. You know what I'm saying? So if you, I mean, and to start closing, if you could say something to the youth right now out there in Baltimore City, that's out there, you know what I'm saying, getting to it, that's taking penitentiary chances, that's out there doing what they got to do, what would you say to them right now?
I say that, man, the shortcut ain't worth it, man. Taking the penitentiary chances, it ain't worth it for real. It looked good in the beginning. It may feel right, the right decision to make, but in the long run, you're gonna be affected. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna really be affected by it. So I would say that find something that that you like to do in life, like far as if, like you're saying, CDLs, driving, you know what I'm saying? Everybody out here is rappers, so but even like whatever craft you have, you know what I'm saying? Invest in yourself.
Right,
You have to invest in
right,
yourself and believe in yourself and give time for this to manifest. You know what I mean? Over everything is not gonna happen on overnight success. A lot of shit it takes
right,
time and trial and error. It takes years for this stuff to happen. You know what I'm saying? Months and months. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So
right, right,
it's better for you to just give yourself a chance. Like I have to give myself a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
being out here in the streets, yeah, the money good, everything come, it's cool. But that's a short-term goal. We gotta work on our long-term goals. So everybody had to figure out what is their long-term goal and apply
right.
themselves to that and stick to that shit. Like you said, you gonna fall maybe 5 or 6 times. But that seventh time you get up the bat, you hit a fucking grand slam, you hit a home run, and it changed your whole
At home
fucking
run.
life. You know what I'm saying? So you can't give up on don't give up on your plan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't give
That's it.
up on your plan. If you
That's
got a
it.
plan, stick to your plan. Stick to the script. Keep grinding, keep
That's
grinding,
it.
keep grinding. Yeah, we gotta keep grinding, bro.
Gotta keep grinding, my nigga. Gotta keep grinding, yo. And we're gonna wrap it up on that note. Like you gotta keep grinding. Everything not gonna be a overnight success. You can get a couple dollars. You can get a couple dollars, but the powers that be, the walking cameras, the talking cameras, the cameras, they're not gonna let you. They're not gonna let you do too much. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
They're not gonna let you do. They're not gonna
I'm
let
just,
you do too
I
much.
ain't
You
gonna let
gonna, you know what I mean? You can do. Nah,
you get a
nah.
little
Once you
run
get to
though.
a
You gonna
certain,
look sweet. You get a little run, you're gonna look sweet. But you're
you gonna
going to
look
jail
sweet. You
one
gonna look
day.
sweet. Got a bed for you, bro. Like I said, when I just went to the state prison last week, it was a definitely reminder that this shit ain't sweet. Like it can easily, as long as you're gonna be a man and stand on principles and be a man that got morals, you ain't gonna go for certain shit. You ain't gonna let certain shit slide. You ain't gonna let certain shit happen to you. So it's always an opportunity for yourself to go back to prison. You know what I'm saying? Because we just certain type of guys, we certain type of people. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a reminder that, like, yo, people, places, and things. People, places, and things. People, places, and things. Choices and decisions. You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
Right.
That's it, bro. Anything you want to say before we close off?
I just want to say, man, I respect, man, and I appreciate you, man, giving me a chance to come on your platform. You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate you.
You know, you know what I mean, and let the people know a little bit about who I am. You know what I'm saying? My background that I came from. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just appreciating that. I appreciated that.
I appreciate that. Listen, I'll be in your hood in a couple of weeks, so I'm definitely pulling up on you. I gotta touch base with you, but I'm definitely coming to see you in a couple of weeks. I'll be to you. You know the shit. I'm most appreciative for you coming on the platform. I mean, your story is crazy. I seen it firsthand. I was with you. You know what I'm saying? Behind that wall, we was together. And had some good memories, man. You know what I mean? And I'm glad you here, glad you home all these years later. I met you, nigga, in '09. No, I got to Cumberland '07,
Oh
'08.
nah.
So nigga, from
Yeah,
'08,
yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Then
about
we
oh 07,
then
yeah.
then
Cause I
then
left
they
in
got
oh
20
nine, so yeah, about oh 07, yeah.
then they got 20 years with you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And
That's it.
it wasn't if it was this is before we close. This is the power of the feds, right? You could take your experience and grow because had I did state time, I'd have never met you. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been with a bunch of cats from different parts of Jersey, maybe New York, a few sprinklers out of town, but it'd have been a predominantly Jersey spot. You know what I'm saying? And how you said going to
Right,
the feds, I met niggas from all over the world, different cities, states, and I love these niggas. You know what I'm saying? These my guys. Like we talk all the
real
time. I
shit.
go visit them, they come visit me. You know what I'm saying? Like my old Sally from Leavenworth, he drive trucks. He 30 minutes away from me right now. I'm about to pull up on him in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like shit is definitely like, you form a connection. You know what I'm saying? You form a unit. You know what I mean? As long as we hold tight, we know each other solid. It can't be broken. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It can't be broken. You know what I mean? But with that being said, my nigga, I love you to death. You know the shit. I appreciate you for
You
coming on the
already know.
platform. I mean, all my subscribers, subscribe again. If you haven't subscribed, hit that like button, smash that shit. It's your boy E Pesos, my nigga Chin in the building. You already know. Man, listen, I salute my nigga. Welcome home. Keep 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 on yourself, motherfucker. Stay out of trouble, motherfucker.
I'm out here, baby. I'm out here, man.
You know the shit, man. I'll see you soon, bro. I'll see you in a couple weeks, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, make it easy, bro.
All right, be easy, bro.
You already know the shit, man. But yeah, yo, appreciate everybody, man, for tapping in, man. It's your boy E Pesos, man. Coming from Jersey to Baltimore, and back, yo. It's another episode live. This is the live unit. And so if you're not in the town, you can still make it happen, get to each other. Once again, everybody have a good night. Peace, you too. My boy, I tap in with you soon, yo. Peace.